Hey Aries, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of this general reading here. I'm going to start off with some animal energy and then get right into the cards. I will say, I just did a very interesting meditation. I'm trying to get into the habit of telling you guys what I see in meditations because I've gotten some requests for that. I don't know how to put this into words, what I just saw for you, but let's just say that it seemed like the point was that you wanted something, you wanted to be a specific place, and then you ended up somewhere different, but we're super cool with that. You're like, oh, it isn't exactly where I thought I'd be, but I'm pretty happy about it. You were going from kind of a barren ashland, swinging on a bell. It was very and the bell swung you over to this really lush, beautiful garden. So I don't know. Let's see what comes up from Aries here. What's going on for second half of August? What is going on? Dragons 2, which is seeing oneself clearly and others clearly as well, came up for you guys because it was kind of like that ashland at the end of Game of Thrones. A little bit. Okay. Beautiful. We got the elk here. Gorgeous, gorgeous earth energy. So this is really stable and grounded energy. I absolutely love when the elk comes up. It's kind of like the emperor energy for me too in the cards, where when this comes up, anything that hasn't been smooth or steady or stable is about to stabilize in a really big way. Yeah, do you see how there's a lot of red and yellow here? The red, correlating with the root chakra. Again, back to that beautiful grounded feeling. I love it when the elk comes up. Guess what, guys? So I just came back from Lilydale, which is in upstate New York, which is Disney World, Disneyland, my happiest place on earth. And they sell a bunch of spiritual goodies. So I got some new decks while I was there. And I'm debuting this one today, which is the Alice in Wonderland deck. And I'm really excited about it. So here we go. Let's see what's going on for Aries for second half of it. For whom the bell tolls. I just heard that. A little bit of Hemingway here. Ooh, okay. So you've got the moon. Okay. This is lining up pretty nicely. I love the wolves and constellation here. It's really, really gorgeous. So, the moon Piscean energy here is very much about the unknown. There could be, we do have the full moon tomorrow, full moon Aquarius. So I love that this is coming up for you guys. I do feel like this full moon, and see how this is kind of it's a sun, but it's like an eclipse too, kind of moonish. It's kind of fabulous how these are lining up. So there can be, when the moon comes out to play, there can be just uncertainty or the unknown or on different aspects of your life. You might be being called to embrace the unknown at this time and walk in faith and certainty that even though things may happen in a way or happen out of the realm of the expected, that where you're going to land on the other side of that, as long as you stay grounded and walk in faith and trust, that wherever you end up is going to be of your highest and best good, okay? Also, I'm hearing a good mantra for you guys or something to really sit with is, expectations are limitations, okay? The feeling, and I saw this in your meditation, if things are going to work out a lot better, unexpectedly, but a lot better than you could have hoped or imagined for, okay? Let's see what else is going on for Aries. Ooh, whoa, sensing a theme here. So we have the Hermit here with some gorgeous Virgo energy. So the Hermit here is just gorgeous, depicted by the White Knight in Alice in Wonderland. The Hermit is gorgeous because again, with this going into subconscious, unconscious, the unknown, embracing the unknown under the influence of this full moon. The Hermit goes and spends time within themselves without distraction from noise. See how he's literally entering into the deep woods here? And from that intention of going inside of oneself, which is the meditation or walking meditation, and really removing yourself from outside distractions or noise, or others' energies that aren't your own. From this is how you refuel, recharge. This is you plugging in your battery. This is also how, you receive enlightenment on the other end of this, right? I love this. You see how he's not holding a map, right? He's literally venturing into the unknown for enlightenment and to recharge himself and to gain greater clarity on himself and his surroundings. Got two majors here, the moon and the Hermit. Embracing the unknown going inside in solitude to recharge and realign and get clarity, right? This is funny because this is literally what I was just doing in Lilydale. I was hermiting really hard and I came back like super, super refreshed and realigned, and it's a beautiful thing. Sometimes we have to insist on the time to do this, but it's always, always, always to, our benefit. There's a difference between taking the hermit position and running away from our issues, right? That's not what this is, right? This is moving towards greater clarity, right? I love it. Okay. What else is going on from Aries? Two majors, though, which denote destined, or rather fated events, right? Another way of saying you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. And I do love that you got the elk there, too. See, this is what it is, everybody. You got the Ace of Cups. Absolutely gorgeous here. Absolutely gorgeous. So the Ace of Cups is great mega love. It's also an influx of psychic downloads and intuitive ability, as is the moon key. This is about intuition too, right? Discerning what is, not discernible in the light of day, but only under the moon's influence, right? I'm getting that scene in The Hobbit. I think it was the first Hobbit movie where they could only read the map under the light of this certain moon. I feel like this moon, if you take that opportunity under the influence of this moon to be that hermit, it's going to yield beautifully the Ace of Cups, right? They're drawing you to this waterfall. I feel like you're going to you have the opportunity to get a lot of psychic and intuitive downloads in this moon cycle that will have far-reaching effects into the future. But this is also about self-love too. Again, we have to refill our cups before we can offer it to anybody else. And the hermit is also a lot about self-love. He's going into the woods to refill his own cup too, right? A lot of water energy here. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's get some clarifiers from Aries. Okay. I'm getting this feeling. They're showing me something. Okay. They're showing me something very specific. This will only be for a few of you, but I gotta say it because they keep sounding in ears. There could be someone or something or an event from the past that is going to be, you're going to have a different view of it after this moon cycle. I also feel like this person or these feelings around this are going to be coming back from the past, and you're going to just see it and receive it a lot differently. There's something about the past coming back around here, okay? Could be a soulmate or member of your soul family, okay? Or the past around a certain person could be coming up for you, like in this hermit mode in the moon cycle, and you're going to get greater clarity on it, okay? Let's get a clarifier for this moon. I just got freaking shivers. I can't tell you the number of times that this key has come up in these readings today. Okay, so we got the Lovers here to clarify the moon, another major arcana here. So the Lovers is about choices in love, right? About choices in love. We got beautiful Gemini energy here. And I've been saying this a lot today because the Lovers has come out in almost every reading I've done. Almost everyone. The Lovers is about choices in love. It's also about, but it's not just romantic love. It's like choices around the job we love, the home we love, yes, the people we love, all of the loves, right? And it's about when those choices are made from the heart sphere instead of the mental one, or a place, made out of like fear or ego. When we make choices around things or people or paths that ignite our heart chakra from our heart chakra, and we let our heart decide. I know that's such like an old trope, but it's true. When we let our heart decide, we can never go wrong. We'll never regret our decision because we went with our heart. And even if things pan out differently than you would have thought, it's not wrong. You weren't wrong. It was a lesson that you had to learn. And what's on the other side of that is so much more Ace of Cups than you ever could have imagined, okay? Yeah, but definite choices in love here. There also feels like there's uncertainty here about a person or a plan, which way to go next. And I'm hearing safe bet. Like, what's a safe bet? How can I secure income? How can I be secure with and around this person? It's going to be different for everyone, but that's what it feels like. It feels like the desire here is for stability and a safe bet. There's something that you really, really want. All right, let's get a clarifier for this hermit here. Boom. So we got the Knight of Pentacles to clarify the Hermit. So Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, and I was going to say this earlier. Take your time with this Hermit mode and this quest to spend time with yourself and really filter through like what is in your best and highest good, right? This isn't a time to like frolic with, you know, the merrymen or whatever have you. It's a time to really like do this with and for yourself with the help of your guide, celestial team, whoever that is for you. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, you know, it takes a while to get there, but then when it does, guess what? Back to this earth energy here, it's solid and it's sticking around a long time. Again, back to this need for like stability, right? And the long term, I feel like your eye is on the long term, but there's uncertainty around it in some context, right? But guess what? Going into the Hermit mode, again, like I said, is going to recharge you, give you a greater sense of clarity, and I'm hearing to really take your time doing this. This is not something that can or should be rushed. This will take different times for different people, but really carve out the time for this. It's important, and you're worth it, and it feels like you are going to, you're facing some big change here, or changes, but again, I feel the need to repeat myself on this. It's going to be so much more than you ever could have hoped for. Maybe even more than you bargained for, but in like a positive way. Okay? Again, I keep feeling that there's someone or something from the past that's going to be called up to look at during this Hermit mode, and or that's going to come back around on the other side of this somehow, something from the past. Could use a second look at as well. Clarifier on the Ace of Cups. Okay, I was literally just talking about the past, and we got the Judgment key, which is about the past. The key line of this key is look back with pleasure, right? Look back with pleasure. But this is also about, because the dove represents, you know, divine love. Let's look at these together. Ace of Cups and Judgment. This is what you're going to, should you choose to accept the mission of the Hermit, and do so taking your time. By the way, I'm being called to mention that, you know, the deer represents being gentle with oneself and when others. And I feel like you are being called to very much do that for yourself right now. Okay, because what's on the other side, you have a decision to make. There's a turning point here for you. And I feel like you're being called, it's like a flip perspective, or it's kind of like a hangman, but not really, where you're being called to just look at things. There's something that is hidden or known to you around something or someone that you love. You're being asked to separate yourself from others' energy, especially for those empaths watching this. I am especially speaking to you. To go inside and remove your energies from others to get a clearer look and stance on things, to ground yourself, because there's something on the other side of this that is rooted in the past. It could very much be an offer from someone that you've known before or from a past life, but I got to tell you, it feels more like someone from your actual past. But listen, this could also just be like one of those situations where it's like you're reviewing your past and healing parts of your past so that you can, you know, unblock those blessings and receive this great love. Does that make sense? It's going to be different for everyone, right? But this feels very much about the past here. Something's coming up for healing around it. You're going to see it differently after going into Hermit mode, and or there's someone or something from the past that's going to come up for review or reuniting here, something like that, okay? Let's get an oracle for you. The question is which one? I'm feeling the earth. Feeling the earth oracle. Very earthy reading here. Fire sign. You know, you didn't get, did you? You did not. You did not get one wand repping your fire sign self, which is also telling me this is a time to not rush this process. Feel your way through it. Okay? Feel your way through it. Okay, let's go ahead. Get an earth oracle for y'all. Lovely Aries. I gotta get one more. After that, I gotta get one more. Unless they want me to use a different deck. Okay, I'll use a different deck. Which one do you want? This one? Okay. Oh, this one. First of all, you got fog veiled. Is this not what we've been talking about this entire time? Okay. They're telling me to get one of these crystal oracles, which is another new deck of mine. You know, I feel like they're showing me, because I have a lot of chatter and guides in ears right now, and I feel like your people on the other side, your ancestors, your guides, your angels, whoever that is for you, they're very much here and trying to get through to you. And in order to hear them and really align with them, the full moon is a beautiful opportunity to do that, but also to go into hermit mode to really set, you know, this is not something that you can put like a timer on, okay? But they're literally telling you that. So I got a lot of folks here that are like, okay, relax. Got one of these for y'all. Well, that took 3 seconds. I can, I just got chills all over my freaking body. First of all, rose quartz, hi. This is so cool. Are you ready for a new relationship? Do you wish to improve a relationship you are in? Begin by romancing yourself. Ace of Cups. The Lovers, about love and stuff. Begin by romancing yourself. You are worthy of a deep, fulfilling relationship. Love yourself as you wish to be loved. Cultivate your friendships and be open to romance. Hello. And then the Angel of Loving Relationship says, I love myself and I enjoy my own company. Yes. I'm grateful for friends and other people of importance to me, and I enjoy spending time with them. My heart is open. I encourage romance in your life. I feel like that is so freaking beautiful for you guys. And look at these pink clouds, these cotton candy pink clouds in the background. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? There's absolutely love coming here for you. There is a lot of stuff that is, uncertain and fogged and veiled from you right now. The only way to get clear on that is to go into the hermit mode. Meditation, quiet walking meditation, listening to music, putting your phone on do not disturb, because this is what's on the other side of that. And again, I feel like it has something to do with the past. I'm going to amend what I said earlier a little bit, because I said that this really felt like someone from the past, and it does, it really, really does. But I feel like for another handful of you guys, and they're just telling me this now, for some of you, this is actually someone from your past that you have known and or loved before. For others of you, there's more healing or things or points of recognition or clarity that are going to come up about relationships from the past that you're going to heal or flip your perspective on in the hermit mode. Then you're going to come out of that and manifest something new that you've known, someone that you've known from a past life and soul family. Does that make sense? Okay, brilliant. Wow, beautiful Aries. I absolutely love this for you. Oh, weird. They're drawing attention back to something. Do you remember when I said in your meditation how I saw you swinging on a bell and it was like that ashen land of like post-dragon fire in the end of like the Game of Thrones, and then it swung you into this really lush garden, and it was so much more beautiful than you ever could have imagined it was? Remember that, because that's what's on the other side of the hermit mode, and I do feel like there's going to be an element of the unexpected within it, whether it's someone from your actual past or gaining greater clarity and perspective on past love relationships and your role within them, that's going to open the door for new love with someone that is a divine soulmate relationship that you know from past lives. Okay. All right, my lovely Aries, this was your second half of August general reading. I so hope that this was of help and resonated with you. And if it wasn't, it did, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. And just thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, just thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.